Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Giselle, I review fragrances. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your loyal support. Guys, today I have fresh, clean, and soapy fragrances. Although this is a topic that may well cover all year round fragrances, I think that this time of year it's super duper important that we have this type of fragrances in our collection. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. So welcome back and let's get started. My first fragrance for today is Jasmine Cusamono by Armani, and this belongs to the Privé line. The Privé line is more like a niche or reserve type of line from the Armani house, and it's a stunning fragrance. It's a totally different take on your jasmine. I love white florals, in particular jasmine and gardenia. Actually, gardenia is my favorite. I love jasmine as well, but some jasmines tend to be a little bit heady, right? Or even very indolic. I don't like that type of jasmine. So this is not. This is a completely different take on your typical jasmine fragrances. This is a very minimalist type of scent. In fact, this fragrance was inspired by Armani's love and appreciation for Japanese minimalism. This is a minimalist type of scent. When you smell this, it's like, gosh, I don't need anything else. It's clean, it's sheer, it's transparent. You have everything here. Super feminine, super sophisticated. This is niche quality, guys. It's worth every single penny. It's a stunning scent, very versatile. It's more like a daytime type of scent, or maybe for a very hot summer night. But I would wear this, you know, it's so beautiful. I would wear it all year round and all day, all night. But to me, this is more like a daytime type of scent. It has Asian pears or nashi pears, it has lily, it has orange blossom, it has cedar, it has sandalwood. Although the sandalwood here doesn't give any creaminess at all. I think the only thing the sandalwood does here is like more in a supporting role and it gives this fragrance depth, because although this is a very sheer and clean scent, it has depth, it has character, and I think that's the sandalwood kicking in. It's super beautiful. The nashi pear here, because it's slightly fruity, but the nashi pear here is not like the type of Western pears, right? Like you would find in La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier, for example, which is a very juicy, syrupy, sweet type of fruit. Nashi pears or Asian pears are less sweet. They are not syrupy. In fact, they are very crunchy and they resemble more an apple rather than an actual pear. So even the shape looks more like an apple than a pear. I will put a picture here just for your reference. But it's a stunning, guys. It's a very sophisticated, very chic scent. You will feel very put together wearing this. I can picture a bride wearing this. Totally ageless. Love it. Absolutely love it. Stunning fragrance. As I said before, this is not your creamy indolic jasmine. This is more like a jasmine tea type of scent. This doesn't have tea in the composition, but it's watery, it's aquatic, and it is so sheer and transparent that it reminds me of a jasmine tea. My mom loves jasmine tea, and I'm very familiar. I grew up with my mom drinking jasmine tea, so I'm very familiar with this infusion, and this is what this fragrance reminds me of. It's a super calming fragrance. It's pretty green as well. It's pretty long lasting. It lasts between 5 and 6 hours, which considering its category, I was surprised. I expected this to last between 3 and 4, but yeah, I'm getting between 5 and 6, and that's without even overspray. This Jasmine Cusamono by Armani Privé. So guys, the second on my list is Poudre d'Or by Mise en Serre. Mise en Serre is the line that Alberto Morillas created. He's a master perfumer. Everything he does is perfection. Everything. And this is no exception. I love this fragrance. This is my favorite from this line. Even the bottle is so gorgeous. This is a very creamy, powdery, ultra feminine, slightly woody type of scent. It has iris, it has vanilla, it has sandalwood. The sandalwood here gives this fragrance a lot of creaminess. It's beautiful. To me, this smells like vanilla ice cream. This is what it smells to me. Super beautiful. It's very angelic. It's like a very innocent type of scent. Love it. I feel like on cloud 9 when I wear this. Love it, love it. It's very soft. So if you want to layer this fragrance, I wouldn't layer this actually, because it's so beautiful and so pure, so sheer, that I would be afraid that any other note can overtake this one. And it is so beautiful that why, right? Why the need to layer? But if you want to layer this, if you want to extend probably the lasting power, because it lasts around 4 hours and it's not really a beast, because it's a super soft scent, honestly. But if you still want to layer this, the only fragrance to layer this with is Molecular One, to get that slightly woody type of accord that ISO is super provides with fragrances. And also sometimes ISO is super helps with the projection and lasting power, but do not expect it to last many hours, right? Anyway, even if you layer with ISO is super. The other type of fragrance I would layer this with is with vanilla. It has to be a very sophisticated vanilla, like Un Bois Vanille by Serge Lutens, or maybe, like for example, I love Vanilla 28 by Kayali. The thing is that is, to me, it's a little bit too gourmand, too chocolatey, so to speak. So I'm afraid if you layer this one with that one, it could smell amazing, but you will smell more Kayali than this one. However, Un Bois Vanille, for example, it's super soft. It's a very sophisticated vanilla. It's a very sheer vanilla. It's not so, it is very creamy, but not as gourmand to my nose as it is Kayali 28. So if you want to layer this, those are the only fragrances I recommend you to layer this. But it is so beautiful that I think stunning. It's super beautiful. This is a fragrance that you can wear to run errands, to the office, to any event, to corporate meeting. You will always be good with this fragrance. You will feel very put together. You will get compliments. This is a skin scent. It doesn't project. It has a very soft sillage. It has some sillage, but as far as projection, although projection and sillage seem to go hand in hand, sometimes this is not the case. Like with this fragrance, it has a nice sillage, but projection wise, it doesn't project. Lasting power, as I said, probably around 4 hours. It's extremely chic, extremely pleasant. It's extremely comforting as well, and you will love it. I think you will love this fragrance. If you like powdery scents, if you like feminine scents, creamy scents, go for this. But if you're looking for a beast scent, this is not for you. Poudre d'Or by Mise en Serre. So the third one, guys, is Love in White by Creed. So this is perfection. This is sophistication in a bottle, you guys. Stunning. Beautiful. It's very feminine, very soapy, very clean. It has magnolia, it has rice, it has sandalwood, it has iris, it has vanilla. However, rice and magnolia, especially magnolia, are the most prominent notes here. This is also a fragrance that you can never go wrong with. This is an easy grabber to me. This is my third bottle and I'm running out. I think I have an eighth of an inch here remaining. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's very soapy and very powdery as well. It's extremely well blended, because sometimes clean fragrances can smell a little bit harsh. You can get sometimes some sharpness or even astringent type of notes, but here it's so smooth, rounded, creamy. It's super beautiful, very feminine. It's a very neutral scent as well. It's very pure. It has 100% Creed's DNA. Love it. You can never go wrong with this. This is also a very safe fragrance, perfect for daytime. You can wear this to work. This is 100% office safe. You can wear this to meetings, any type of event. Super versatile. I wear this all year round, and I think in spring and summer it's especially beautiful. Yeah, I love it. If you have a chance, try it. Love in White by Creed. So in fourth place, guys, I come here with Layla by Geir Ness. It's actually, the name is Layla, the Essence of Norway. And Geir Ness, the founder, wanted to capture the essence of Norway in a bottle, and he did. I know if you've been to Norway before, to me it's one of the most beautiful countries in the world. It's absolutely unique and very beautiful, gorgeous, beautiful country. So this fragrance, it's very aquatic. It's very marine, it's very ozonic. It's marine, but it's not salty. So it's very floral, very green. It's stunning. It's very similar to l'Odyssée and to many other fragrances from the 90s, because this has a watermelon in the composition. This is what gives this fragrance a lot of freshness. And as I explained many times in my previous videos, the 90s had many great gems, and most of them had cologne in the composition, which is actually a synthetic note that recreates the freshness and the sweetness and the juiciness of a watermelon. So this fragrance belongs to that category. It's very similar to l'Odyssée and all the likes, right? Stunning fragrance. It's floral, it's fresh, it's green, it's juicy. I think I shared this story with you because I talked about this fragrance in 2 previous videos. I remember I wore this fragrance to an event. It was during the daytime, and I remember there was a lady that was literally stalking me. Every time I would turn heads, she was near me or behind me or something, and I said, what the heck, right? And at the end, we met in the buffet. So while we were grabbing some food, she told me, hey, I know I've been stalking you the whole time, but I need to know what you're wearing, because you're leaving like a trail here that I was wondering who is wearing this fragrance. And when I realized it was you, I needed to ask you. I hope you don't mind. Of course I didn't mind. And yeah, it was this one. So it has an amazing sillage. It has great projection as well. It has an amazing lasting power, like 8 hours at least. And this is signature scent worthy, like 100%. Excuse me. At the beginning, when they first launched this fragrance, the only way to get it was at the Norwegian Pavilion in Epcot Center. But nowadays you can get it anywhere. I bought mine in Nordstrom, and I think you can get it online as well, pretty easy. And it's not expensive at all. So I highly recommend you Lilla, the Essence of Norway. I use this, honestly, I pull this off all year round, but I think it's perfect for summer, and the hotter the day, the better. It's a stunning fragrance, trust me. So the next one, guys, is Blanc by Byredo. So Blanc in French means white, and he couldn't have picked a better name. In fact, Ben Gorham wanted to capture in this fragrance his own interpretation of the color white, and he couldn't really have picked a better name. It's stunning. This is how the white color would smell. You know, I like to use a lot of imagery, and this is what white would smell, 100%. This, according to him, this is pure and simple in structure, but extreme in character. And I couldn't agree more, because although this is a very clean fragrance, it's not innocent. It's not like Mise en Zia, for example, Poudre d'Or. This is more mature, this has more character. Although, of course, this is like 100% ageless, but it is a more mature type of scent. It's clean, it's crisp, it's fresh. It's perfect for the winter time because it becomes very crisp. But in summer, you will get a fresh, clean feeling, exactly as when you just get a shower, right? Beautiful. It also has cashmeran, it has peonies, it has rose. The cashmeran here plays an important role. I think otherwise the fragrance could be a little bit too harsh, a little bit astringent, so to speak. But with the cashmeran, you feel more cozy and slightly warm. This is not a warm fragrance at all, but the cashmeran kind of tones down the coolness. This is a totally versatile fragrance, 100% unisex. You can wear this during the day, during the night, although this is to me more a daytime type of scent. It has laundry vibes, but come on, this is, people like to compare this with fresh laundry. Yeah, it has fresh laundry vibes, but it doesn't smell in a cheap way. This actually smells very expensive. I wish my laundry smells like this. And I use a nice laundry detergent and softener, but it doesn't smell like this. It has similar vibes because it's fresh, it's clean, but it's not the same, guys. And it also has aldehydes, but I don't want to scare you away. Many people get scared when you talk about aldehydes in fragrances because they can only relate it to Chanel fragrances, and to many people, Chanel fragrances are very old school. To me, they are not. I think Chanel is a master house. They have master creations, but it has a very distinctive DNA. So when you smell a Chanel fragrance, you can tell it is a Chanel fragrance, and same here. So the aldehydes here do not behave in the same way as they do in Chanel fragrances. This has 100% Byredo DNA. It's a very modern, very contemporary, very sophisticated type of scent, completely ageless, but it is more mature than Poudre d'Or by Mise en Serre, for example. This is also clean and crisp, but this is more mature, although, as I said, completely ageless and 100% unisex. Blanc by Byredo. So guys, the next one is Pure Grace by Philosophy. Now, I'm reviewing the Eau de Parfum. The Eau de Parfum was discontinued for many years. The only one you could buy was like the Eau de Toilette version, but now, to my surprise, they brought back the Eau de Parfum, and this is what I'm reviewing today. And to my knowledge, they haven't reformulated the Eau de Parfum, so I'm super happy because I love this fragrance. I've worn it for many years. Look at the dent, and I don't know how many bottles I went through. It's absolutely beautiful. It's musky, clean, crisp, soapy. It's very similar in vibes to Blanc and to Layla. So if you can't afford Blanc, for example, you can go either with Layla or Pure Grace. Actually, I like Pure Grace even more than Blanc. Blanc, it's more astringent, which I love because it makes me feel very, very clean and polished. But this is more musky. This has more musk. It has jasmine, it has bergamot, it has lavender, it has musk. The lavender here is not masculine at all, because usually we find lavender in many masculine type of scents, or scents marketed for men, or if fougere fragrances, right? But there are very few feminine fragrances that have lavender as a predominant note. And well, Mon Guerlain has it, and it's super feminine, of course. So this is the case here. The lavender here is pretty feminine. Although this is unisex, I think this leans more feminine. But still, it is 100% unisex. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is an easy reach to me, a damn reach, a go-to fragrance. I wear this for absolutely everything. It smells way more expensive than it is. I love it. And yeah, it is in the same category as those two, as I mentioned before. So it's beautiful. Give it a try. Pure Grace Eau de Parfum. I like it better than the Eau de Toilette. It's significantly different. The opening is very similar, but the dry down and longevity, it's total opposite. So I would suggest that you go with the Eau de Parfum because it has a way better lasting power. Usually Eau de Parfums have better lasting power, but in this case, it is noticeable. So yeah, Eau de Parfum, Pure Grace by Philosophy. Moving on, guys, I come here with Rosa Verde by Valentino. This one belongs to the Valentino Donna collection. Rosa Verde means in Spanish and Italian green rose, and in fact it has green rose in the composition. It also has magnolia, it has ginger, it has petit grain. It's a stunning scent. It also has osmanthus as well. So osmanthus usually has a citrusy type of smell, slightly tart, which I love it. This is signature scent worthy, guys. It's super elegant. It also smells very expensive, way more expensive than it is. It's very uplifting, very invigorating, very energizing. I love it. This is a fragrance I pull off all year round. I get massive compliments. People around me love this. It has very, very good lasting power. It has very nice projection, very nice sillage. I walk and I kind of leave a whole trail and a cloud around me. It really does the job. It's beautiful. It's fizzy, it's sparkling, it's super pleasant, it's office safe. You can wear this even when you are among many people that sometimes you don't know if people would like fragrance or if they would appreciate fragrances. This is a super safe fragrance, honestly, and I've been complimented by people who never wear fragrances. So yeah, it means a thing or two. Very, very nice. Rosa Verde by Valentino. So guys, the next one on my list is Bubble Bath by Maison Margiela, and it belongs to the Replica line. I told this story before in my, I think it's Summer Vibes Part 2 video. I will link it here where I review this fragrance. This was a blind buy, although I never recommend to blind buy fragrances, and I try not to do that, but sometimes I do. Yeah, my bad. And this was one of my blind buys, and I can't be happier, guys. Actually, it's the opposite thing I was expecting. I was expecting something super feminine, yeah, clean, crisp, but transparent, sheer, something like that. But instead, I got something creamy, something almost astringent, something that smells like a spa, something totally different from what I was expecting. And this, as I said in my previous video, this is like the baby between whipped cream and Dove soap, period. This is what it smells. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me spray something here. Gosh, it smells like a very expensive spa, literally. It's super calming. It has a very calming essence. It smells like coconut, but it doesn't have coconut. So what I think is happening here is that the extreme creaminess that this soap Aqua has is fooling us into thinking that it is coconut, but it's not coconut, and it's not the sweet coconut either. It's not like the coconut we use for macaroons, as I said in my previous video. This is more like a coconut flakes or the toasted coconut you use for garnishing, for example. I love cooking, as you might have noticed. It's delicious. It is really delicious. It has rose, it has peach, it has oak moss. It's a dewy fragrance. It's very creamy and very dewy, and again, this is because of the oak moss. It's beautiful. It's way more than I expected, to be honest with you. This is not an innocent or like an angelic type of scent. This is actually what I was expecting, but it's not. It's a total opposite. It's one of the few cases that when it is something totally different than what I was expecting, but it turned out being even much better than my expectations. It really surpassed my expectations. So yeah, if you like florals, if you like extremely soapy, this is very soapy and very astringent. So if you like that type of scent, give this one a try. It's Bubble Bath by Margiela. So guys, my next fragrance is Apom by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, or MFK. Guys, this is one of my favorite from the house. It's totally underrated. I love this. This is actually my second bottle, and this is a fragrance I will keep in my collection forever. This is a white and yellow floral combo with citruses, but the citruses here are super well blended. No harshness here. No, you don't feel anything acidic or sharp or any type of harshness, as I said. Super well blended. It's absolutely beautiful, very chic, very sophisticated, very clean, slightly soapy. That's why I made it to this list. I absolutely love it. And let me tell you, I had the male version before. I actually purchased it accidentally during a trip, and it was too late to return it. The sales associate didn't seem to realize she was selling me the male one, and I didn't realize it either. So yeah, but I went through the bottle, and then I wanted, for the second time around, I wanted to buy the female version, and they are extremely similar, like 99% similar. And I tell you this because I got way more compliments when wearing the male version. So in case you care a lot about compliments, maybe you should try the male version first. They are super similar. The male version is slightly more woody, slightly more spicy, while this is more floral. And me personally, I still prefer the female version, but the male version is stunning. And honestly, I get massive compliments with both, but with the male version, it was one of my top 5 compliment getters in my entire collection, honestly. It's beautiful. Both have great sillage, like literally I walk and I have a cloud following me all the time. It lasts around 8 hours, very good lasting power, and it projects really nice as well. It's a very pleasant scent, super pleasant. It's very cozy at the same time. It's something that will make you feel very sophisticated, very chic, very put together, super elegant, super classy, but it's very contemporary at the same time. So I would highly suggest that you try this. And yeah, male or female versions are both equally beautiful. Apom by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. So guys, my last one for today is Mango Thai Lime by Jo Loves. Jo Loves is the new line by Jo Malone after she sold Jo Malone to Estee Lauder. So she launched this line. I've tried 3 of her fragrances and they are really amazing. They smell super natural. You don't get any synthetic notes. Well, Jo Malone was like that too. I think they have better lasting power than the traditional Jo Malone, but I love Jo Malone fragrances, but I really want to give this line a try. So what we have here is a totally different take on your traditional mango fragrance. Actually, this was a suggestion from a subscriber of mine, and I smell more lime than mango here. The mango here, it's like a dirty mango. It's dry, it's a green mango. It's not juicy and it's not syrupy. It's totally different than the type of mango you will get, for example, in Mango Skin by Wilhelm Perfumery, which honestly I prefer because I can smell more of the real fruit. But this is beautiful as well. It also has mint, it has vetiver, it has mango, of course, lime. It's very, very refreshing, very zesty, very invigorating, very, very clean. Smells super clean, super natural, as I said. Very nice. It's a very nice fragrance. It will definitely do the job during the summer. I can picture myself wearing this during scorching hot summer days and even nights. It's very, very beautiful. The color, you can see the color. It's kind of greenish. It's very nice. This is a damn rich as well. I think you can wear this for absolutely everything. It lasts about 3-4 hours. And yeah, it lasts, I think the lasting power, it's pretty coherent to the category, right? This type of fragrances usually don't last hours and hours. They are not beast fragrances, so there's no surprise that it lasts 3-4 hours. That's actually what I kind of expected. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Again, very natural. You don't smell synthetic notes here. There's no harshness. It's like a sweet and sour type of scent. It's very interesting. It's a really interesting fragrance, 100% unisex, and you will have your mango and your lime here. It really smells like a cocktail, I kid you not. So guys, this is it for today. These have been my fresh, clean, and soapy fragrances. I would love to hear from you. What is your go-to fragrance in this category? Let me know in the comments below. I'm super interactive with my audience. I truly enjoy getting your comments, getting your questions, and I promise I answer them as soon as I get a chance. Thank you so much for being here. Stay safe, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.